My name is Zachary Marshall, and I a defense lawyer on mock trial.
I'm Sage Kuchera, and I was a witness on prosecution.
My name is Lenny. I was on the prosecution side. I'm a witness. There were 13 people. It was pretty good. They were mixed with juniors, seniors, freshmen, no sophomores though. And it was a good experience.
What mock trial basically is that you prepare a case, like a real court case, and then you go and present it as witnesses or lawyers. And you prepare like after school, and you go to the competition, and it's like any like sports team.
We practice it a lot after schools. We've been here until 8 before.
So in the court, you have your judge that you present to, then you have the defense lawyers, the prosecution lawyers, and then each side has their own witnesses that they call forward, and then you have direct examinations and cross examinations where you ask the witnesses questions, and then in the end you do opening and closing statements, and then in the end the judge tallies up all the scores, and then you win or lose the case.
This is our teacher, Miss Seafolis.
I saw these kids develop from just a bunch of kids to a bunch of professionals. That's what I saw them develop into. They're on their feet thinking. They're on their feet trying to figure out what good objections would be and then how to answer them. So the anticipation of going through it, and then they're on their feet doing it. There was one trial in particular that they went up against Andover High School that was just back and forth with objections. And these students kept up objection for objection. They were better than attorneys that I've seen in court. So these kids did a lot of work to get there. And they should be very proud of themselves.
And Miss Seafolis helped us with a lot of our work. We had everyone prepared their stuff. We had to prepare all of our answers and questions beforehand, and then we would do full trials after school.
When we started, we had to pick what side we were going to be on. Either we're going to be on prosecution or defense, and then from there, just developing our skills, we found out who would be better for certain situations. And next year, for example, we're not gonna necessarily have the exact same role. It's up in the air. I mean, the freshmen in our group have developed a lot since the beginning of the trials, and they can definitely go up next year as lawyers.
They give you the basic briefing of what happened of what the court case is about, and then they give you the affidavits for each of your witnesses. And it tells the story from different points of view, and that's what both lawyers and the witnesses go off of. You put a lot of work into what you do, and you make sure you have the trial, all the parts ready, all your objections, all of your your responses, everything ready, and because anything could happen in the court.
Every year in mock trial there are preliminary rounds, and for this year we did 3 trials, and they divided it equally between prosecution, defense. They fairly did it out. After those 3 rounds, if a region has 2 people who have even scores, then they would go to a tiebreak round where they would compete for the regional championship, which we got up to. Yeah. And then after that, you would go on to the Sweet 16 rounds, where you'd have 16 of the top teams from around the state. Then each of them would compete until you get down to 2 people with the final competition for the state championship.
Seeing as we did get as far as we did, in this being our first year, I feel like we did pretty good.
It's a good experience, and it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of hard work too. You have to memorize your the role that you're basically playing, because I was Arthur Holloway, the detective of it, and you have to memorize what all happened, because you're a witness. It
does take a lot of commitment. It has to be something you want to do, because you can't just decide to want to leave it in the middle of it and leave. It's a lot of teamwork.
I personally would definitely encourage a lot of students here to join mock trial. It is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. You have a new experience that you've never had before, and it really helps you develop your skills and learning the law for one, also on knowing how to speak in public and how to present yourself?
The work pays off.